Today's video will be about how to hold your violin or viola and what the parts of your instrument are. As you can see, my case here is on the floor. We need to open the case properly before we are able to hold it and identify the parts. My handle of the case is facing me, and there would be a logo on the top. It might be a silver logo or it might be a blue logo. It has the instrument brand name on it. That logo must be facing up to the ceiling. So take a moment now to make sure that your logo is facing up and your handle is facing you. Now let's open the case. You will probably have 2 latches on your case, or 3. At this time, you can slowly unlatch the latches. I have a zipper case, so I will bring the zippers all the way around the case to ensure it opens properly. Now, you can open the case. And voila! You have your violin or viola ready to be played. This is the instrument, which is either the violin or the viola. Over here is the bow, and inside the case, this is rosin, and the rosin is something that is used for the bow. We will not be using the rosin or the bow today. This video is strictly about the violin or the viola. Let's start from the very top. The top of the instrument is called the scroll. And the scroll will always face to your left. So with the camera this way, it'll look like this. Up here are the pegs. Each peg goes with a different string. Do not ever touch the pegs. That is something for the teacher to touch, and the pegs help tune your instrument. All of the pegs together here, that's called the peg box. All the way up here, there's a thin little groove where the strings are. That is called the nut, and that little groove holds the strings in place. Speaking of strings, on a violin, your strings from left to right are the G, D, A, and E string. On a viola, the strings are a little different. It starts with the C string, G string, D string, and A string. The viola will sound lower than the violin. This black portion of the instrument is called the fingerboard, and that is where your fingers will eventually go. Behind the fingerboard is the neck. Kind of looks like a neck of a person. Up here, this is the upper bout, or I like to call them the shoulders. Down here, what look like C's are called the C bouts. These here are called F holes, F as in Frank. The F holes help project our sound out. It's like the hole you see in a guitar, only there are 2 F holes. Inside of the instrument, there is a stick, and it's right around here. That stick is called the sound post, and that helps separate the top and the bottom of the instrument to make it hollow so more sound can come out. This wooden part of your instrument is called the bridge. The bridge helps hold the strings up. Down here, we have the fine tuners. These work the same way as the pegs on top of our instrument, but these help tune our instrument more fine. Do not touch the fine tuners. Your teacher will take care of tuning your instrument for you. This here looks like the mermaid tail, and it is called the tailpiece. Over here, this is called our chin rest, and that is where you will rest your chin. And last but not least, we have the end button of our violin or viola here, this little button. Don't touch it, because if you do, the tailpiece is going to go flying, the bridge is going to pop off, and the strings are going to go all over the place. So do not touch the end button. One more thing I would like to show you is what's called your slim softy, or it's a shoulder rest. You may have received this along with your instrument. To put it on, you'll take the straps around your C bouts. One of them is strapped here, and the other is strapped here. This should help make it a little more comfortable to hold the instrument. Here is how to hold your violin or viola. Make sure to start with your feet shoulder width apart. My left hand is on top of the upper bout or shoulder, and it is in a C. Make sure that your thumb is behind the body of the violin or viola. My right hand is going to go on the bottom of the upper bout here, and my elbow is in front of the tailpiece and the chin rest. To hold the violin up, the first step is to drop your bottom hand. 1. Then you will extend your left arm in front of you. 2. Then you will flip the violin or viola upside down. 3. Make sure to keep that arm extended. Don't be afraid to have it extended. Last but not least, step 4 is to put the violin or viola right underneath your chin, with the scroll always facing to the left. Let's see those steps quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scroll always faces to the left. It's also important to make sure your thumb is always facing down. Now that we know how to hold our instrument and how to open the case, we must know how to close our case and properly put our instrument back inside. You will follow the grooves of the case and place the instrument back in the grooves. You may have a strap which will cover some of the strings on top here, so you can close that strap. And if you don't have that strap, that is okay. Then you will close the case and latch the latches. Remember, I have zippers, so I don't have latches. And then you will be on your merry way. Thank you for watching.